There are a few common mistakes that puppy owners sometimes make that can make their job training said puppy a little bit harder and make the adult dog that puppy grows into a little bit more of an issue. One of the biggest mistakes that puppy owners usually make that can become a problem is allowing their puppies to have a little bit too much freedom. When they are allowed to make their own choices, puppies generally make ones that we would not choose for them. They will find things to chew on, find places to potty, and pretty much just engage in things that become bad habits. It is much easier to start with a little bit of a stricter program and tighter reins, and then as your puppy does well in your home, they earn freedom, you can loosen the reins, and you can start to be a little bit more relaxed with them than it is to have them form bad habits and then have to untrain or fix those habits. So too much freedom is probably the biggest mistake. The easiest way to get a puppy to not do something is to restrict the opportunity for that behavior to repeat itself. The more repetition an unwanted behavior has, the worse it will get. But if we eliminate that opportunity, we really don't even have the option present for our puppy to engage in those unwanted behaviors. We want to make sure that we are doing age-appropriate exercise for our puppies and not making the common mistake of doing a little bit too much, both for their bodies and their stamina. You definitely don't want to create a puppy who needs stimulation and exercise all of the time. You want to make sure that you are only giving them just what they need, and then also teaching them the ability to be bored with you, so that when you have an adult dog, you have a dog that is up for whatever you are up for, but is also okay with hanging out with you on the couch. One other common training mistake that new puppy owners may make is trying to put their hands in their puppy's food bowl, on their treats, with the idea that it will get them used to you handling their food. The thought process is not necessarily wrong, but we have to think of these things from the dog's perspective. And if someone reached their hand into your French fries, you would probably get a little bit annoyed with that. So what you don't want to do is become an annoying nuisance to your dog when they are actively eating. If you can add things to their bowl when your presence is around, that will help them start to see your presence as an additive, not as an annoyance or a subtraction, and prevent resource guarding tendencies. One last common mistake that new puppy owners may make is setting their expectations just a little bit too high. Keep in mind that new puppies are essentially little infants. They do not know what you want inherently, and they do not come pre-programmed. You want to make sure that you set yourself up for success and set your puppy up for success by managing your expectations fairly for what you are expecting of them based on what you have already showed them that you want from them.